everybody, it's Problematic here, and we're coming back to I Wanna Hug That Gator. So, I figured this time around we could try going for a happier ending, and... Oh, just let me... heads up. So, I think we're gonna try to go for a happier ending this time. If you saw the previous VOD, or if you watched any of the YouTube posts that I've made, you'd understand that things did not go well last time. Yes, Strasha, I get it. I need a starting soon screen. I'm sorry. I get it. Gosh, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm not a professional. I don't have a $1,000+ rig. You did not bang the Hot Wheels. No, we did not bang Hot Wheels last time. It did not go well. I haven't gotten into anything. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. We're still on starting screen. But from the last event, or ending, I guess, I did go through the game a little bit. And what I did was I went through and curated, like, just saving around all the different, like, points you could choose, different options that impact the actual storyline. And I found the divergent point. Got here instantly. Yes, he is right. You did get here right away, though. And it's because I let you know that I was starting. Yes, I get it. That ass thumbnail. What ass thumbnail? You mean this cuddle? You mean the cuddling here? Is that what you're referring to, Minsk? I don't know if there's anything wrong with this image. It's pretty wholesome, I would say. It's cute. Goals right there. Anyways, I have found the divergent point of how to get our happy ending. And yeah, the angle is definitely focusing on cuddling. That's a thick gator. Hell yeah, she is. I think that's something that they actually don't say, but like they have kind of they made very obvious for Olivia. She is a thick girl. This hand really wants to travel up. Wouldn't yours? Mine would. Anyways, maybe I have a thing for gators. I don't know. I'm not a Florida man. Anyways, let's continue on. And like I said, past the point of like answering these decisions, the storyline pretty much continues the same way. So let's look at where we're picking up from a happier ending after the Dakin's death. Or a Dakin. I don't know how you're supposed to actually pronounce his name. I confused the I for an L. So maybe I'm just illiterate. Stracha would attest to that. Here we go. My brow scrunches up, and I can see the goosebumps spreading on her arms. Kneeling down, I take the edge of the blanket and bring it back over her. As I turn away from her, something catches my wrist. It's Olivia's hand. With bleary eyes full of sleep, she looks at me, silently asking me to stay. Liz is here. These words make Olivia tighten her grip. Painfully tight. Ow. Hey, I'll be back tonight, okay? She's fighting to stay awake with eyes fluttering and hand grip waning. Olivia. Promise? My hands adjust the blanket again. Promise. I think she accepts that, as she lets herself slump back onto the couch. Inko, sorry, had to do something. Damien huddles himself and charges into the cold right to Liz's car. She flings the passenger door open just in time for him to leap in and close it again. I get one last look at Olivia before I shut the door and hurry down as well. Oh man, the car is nice and warm. Morning, Inko. You really stayed the whole night? Liz starts down the road towards the school. Morning. Yeah, I didn't want to be alone in the snow. Is that what you smell like Damien's deodorant? His clothes are looking pretty ragged by now, too. Shut up. I have to get a shower and a fresh change of clothes as soon as possible. Damien and Liz keep the conversation moving, and my mind starts to wander. Man, poor Olivia. Who knows when a replacement chair is coming in? Could be anywhere from a few days to weeks. This is after his death, and we go to the fountain where we have our moment and we kind of confess our feelings for one another. And she's just going to be stuck home that whole time while I still need to go to school. It won't be the same. We won't get to be together in the art room after school, all alone, just talking, making fun of my bad paintings. Just us. Man, wait till Dakin finds out where... Damn it. Well, I guess he knows by now, then. And it really won't be the same. Yo, Inko, you good? You seem pretty down all of a sudden. I'll be fine. Yes. This is next spring. I appreciate you guys. Really. This has been the best school year of my life so far. So, thanks for being my friends. Hey, you're cool too. What brought this on? Damien. Oh. This last school year's been pretty special. I wonder what happens to her neck in a car crash. It probably just, springs back out. Hanging out with you guys, so much has changed in such a short amount of time. Even if things are shaky right now. Can you imagine her actually holding her head out the sunroof of her car? It's really been worth it. I have hopes for what comes next. Me too, Liz. Silence falls over the car as Liz takes off. Damien's hand is only occasionally swatted away from the radio knob as we all sit in companionable silence. It's nice taking a different scenic route to school. At school, the atmosphere is undeniably different. It's as talkative and rowdy as ever, but there's less of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind playing with me. There's less color as well. Like it's been drained just a bit. The layer of snow blanketing everything outside is partially to blame. Man, I was looking forward to making a snowman this year. Maybe I'll be feeling it later. Sully was as stern as ever in his class. Whether it's just that he doesn't care or his own form of respect is beyond me. But his hat was on just a little tighter than normal today. Do you wanna build a snowman? Oh yeah, Stretcher. I didn't know if you were aware of this, but I haven't seen any other endings yet. So this is us playing through for the happy one. I wasn't sure if you were aware of that already, since you missed so much when you came in. Just wanted you to know. So, man, too many feelings today. I'm hoping isn't going to get me anywhere. I'm halfway to second period when the question of the Dakin's replacement strikes me. Will we just be getting a few days off? There's no way they can just find a new teacher on such a short notice. Class is probably going to be on hold for a while. She's joking about how much she missed when she came in when she did. His name is still on the door plate when I enter. Inside, many of the students chatter with each other normally. Some nervously glance up to the teacher's desk. I take my normal seat, By the vacant desk Olivia would normally be stationed. Period's gonna suck without her. Looks like all I got to look forward to today is lunch with Damien and Liz. Man, the whole day's gonna drag on. I want to go back to Olivia. The bell rings. Oh, Ms. in the chapter before where we're at now, we found out about Ledakin's death, and she tried to originally wheel herself to the fountain that she always wanted to see, where the home screen takes place. And in her attempt to go up, that's where her wheelchair breaks. So that's just like a canon event. It's gonna break regardless of choices. But that's everything before we reached kind of like the second half of the game, the part that we're in now, I guess, where damn, that's really unfortunate, you son of a bitch. Boy's got yokes. And an unfamiliar woman in a suit walks in, clipboard in hand. She nods at us all and starts reading mechanically from some script. The substitute tries her best, but there's only so much you can get done on your first day on such short notice, and with some papers to read out. Mayhaps, but trying to get some editing stuff done, suit behind. Keep up the hard work, Straja. I still think that, like, since you have the subscriber count, I still think you should definitely try doing a multi-stream to YouTube at some point. I think. I tried to, but it wasn't until after I failed to that I found out this restrictions. But you could totally do it. You could do it at some point. Anyways, her tone doesn't help. Drawn out and empty, and I feel myself losing focus. I think she was referring to me stopping recommending YouTube streaming. I looked. I just think it's a good way to spread to build your audience. Reaching multiple platforms is a really important part of building, your following. I would be doing it now if I could, but I can't. I'm not big enough yet. I look down at my half-taken notes. Shoot, Olivia would probably kill me if she. I'm scared enough to do it with Twitch. YouTube is a whole other ballgame. Yes, it is. But, I mean, some people have their preferences about, going to one or the other. You build enough of following on one, there's no saying that you can't, and, still do it. All right, look how many, streamers you follow and watch that do both. The substitute looks at the class phone in frustration as she walks over to answer its call. They both mumble back and forth for a few seconds before, "We got an Inker Cog Cheeto in the class?" I raise my hand. The substitute thumbs towards the door. "Office called. You're wanted." Weird. What would the office want with me? Let's see. My footsteps echo on the hard, cool tile on the way to the principal's office. I heard once that they made the halls to the faculty offices longer on purpose to scare you. Although that may just be from an old comic strip. Oh my god. The effect was there, however, as each of my reverberating steps sent a spike of unease through my core. When I finally stood before the principal's office, the feeling of unease peaked. Slowly, I opened the door and inched myself inside. The principal was sitting behind her disorganized desk, blanketed with numerous sheets. And between me and her, Mia and Ben, looking back at me from their own chairs. "You wanted to see me, Principal Scaler?" "Yes, Mr. Nito. There's some matters we need to discuss." She motions to the third chair in front of her. I take a seat as instructed next to Ben, who's more or less acting as a personal barrier between me and Mia. Mr. McKnight has informed me that there was an incident between you and Miss Moretti earlier this month, one in which school property was severely damaged. Yeah, it was near the start of the month, so why now? I look at Ben and Mia. I'm sorry, there was more pertinent issues at the time, Inko. I had to keep pushing this back to handle things like the audit paperwork, and an excessively heavy breath leaves Miss Scaler's mouth. You should have given me the reports for this as soon as it happened. Miss Scaler looks at Ben as he frowns. This needs to be resolved by the end of today, Benjamin. Her tired eyes turn my way. Please, so that we could finish this as soon as possible. While she spoke, my focus was on Mia, and the smile that crept on her face. From what Miss Moretti has told me, it was you who instigated it in the first place. Care to explain? What? Principal Scaler, Mia was the one who... We're aware that she caused the damage, Mr. Nito. So it's like, Olivia, your role model. What are you referring to exactly? What do you mean, Minsk? Oh. The older woman leans forward with pen and paper in hand. Oh my fucking... You get out of here with those jokes, Minsk! I'm gonna lean away from the mic because I'm raising my voice. You're very funny, but god damn it, you can't be making fun of her like that. Little shit. What we need to know is how the incident happened in the first place. Model, roll your ass out of here in my chair. I think we should hear Mia's side of the story for... Oh, you son of a... Since she was the one who inadvertently caused the damage, after all. I forgot. Like, this, I believe... This is where... Yeah. After everything with, you know, Mia attacking us and nearly killing us. I don't know if I'm peeking, but I know that it was a little quieter the last time I was playing. The red-scaled girl nods, holding out her hands as she begins. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need you to step away. Go. 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 Please. Go. 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 I love you. But go. I need you to go. I need you to go right now. I need you to go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Sorry. Incident. Miss Scaler. I was just trying to talk with Olivia that day when out of nowhere Inko shows up and starts getting on my case. I was trying to tell him that me and Olivia were just working on a project when, bam, he just whips out his camera and blinds me with it. What? Didn't she slap herself in the face with a tail-mounted glitter bomb? And because I couldn't see, I kept running into things, even knocking things over. I didn't mean to do that, Miss Scaler. I know I have a temper, and trust me, Ben's been helping me work on it. But you can't blame me for going around like a headless chicken. She can't be serious. I look to the principal and see that she's just listening to her lie right through her teeth. And this ain't even the first time he's done this. I tried talking to Olivia back in September, and he pulled her away. I swear he's been out for me ever since the first day of school. Principal Scaler, that... My jaw slams shut bitterly as the principal denies me the chance to defend myself. Her eyes turn downward to a particular stack of papers atop her desk, carefully scanning one page and flipping to the next. The silence of the room is unnerving as she flips through page after page, finally breaking the quiet by clearing her throat. Now, Mr. Nito, you can give me your side of the incident. Taking a deep breath, I reiterate that Olivia and I had told our former art teacher, back when he had saved us from the blonde bitch currently glaring daggers at me. From the moment Mia took Olivia away, to finding them in the classroom, to when she slapped herself in the face with a glitter-covered poster. However, I decided to stretch the truth about why Mia was in the classroom with Olivia, and only mention that she was just harassing her. Last thing Olivia needs is to be interviewed about her own involvement in all this. I did my best to remain collected, but recalling everything that happened reminds me of how Mr. Ledakin had always tried to look out for us. My throat dried out as I continued on, in spite of my faltering voice. By the time I finally get to the end, I sound more like a squeaking hinge than a person. Mr. Nito. Principal Scalar's voice brought me back from my memories and into the room. Mia was sneering at me. Oh, and Minsk. I just got an alert that War Thunder finished downloading if we ever going to play that sometime. But I will maybe give that a shot off stream as well if that's something that we just choose to play at our own convenience. Ben's brows were knitted together in worry, and the principal... Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. She moves from around her desk, and the sheets of paper she had been looking over in her hands once more. Wow, missing my jokes like that? Y'all drove right past them? I mean... Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I was so distracted shooting away Spider that I didn't even see your joke before about not being able to stand jokes. I feel like you're a riot with the handicap crowd, I swear. The principal stands directly in front of us now with an unreadable expression. In addition to the report itself, our Ledakin left behind his account of what happened. In it, he describes Mia's actions as openly hostile and intentional, actions that were only interrupted once he used, Scalar sighs in astonishment, once he used the estrus taser. Yeah, but who... Thunder on stream, I could join you if you want. Thank you. I gotta give that a shot, but right now, I need a happier ending with this. However, it seems Ledakin left some things out of his report. There's no motive for anything that happened, no matter who was at fault. I'm not sure why he'd leave something like that out, but as it stands, there are far too many unknowns here for my liking. Now, I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt, especially at a time like this, but given the extent of the destruction and the previous... She's struggling, ma'am. Besides, making a big deal of this during an audit isn't going to look good for the school. I'm finding it hard to believe your intentions here are completely professional, Mr. McKnight. He freezes like a deer in the headlights. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Ben. Scalar grumbles to herself, placing a hand on her head while we all wait the verdict. I feel bad for her. Between the mountains of paperwork and half-dozen mugs on her desk, it's easy to tell she's overworked. It would bring me no greater relief than to have you expelled and out of my hands. Unfortunately, I don't have the time or the energy to deal with this. Mia, you're suspended for 3 days and I'm marking your record again. Now, if you three don't mind, leave my office and leave me be. She doesn't even look up at any of us. I turn towards Ben, who looks both scared and relieved, and Mia, who looks positively overjoyed. She practically skips out of the office without another word, leaving both Ben and I to stare blankly for a few seconds. Another glare from Scalar sends us both out of the room on instinct. Seriously? That's it? It all hits me at once. She just gets to walk away? After everything she did to Olivia, she gets the equivalent of a slap on the wrist? I watch as Mia happily strolls off down the hall, a good distance ahead. That? Ingo, are you okay? Am I okay? Ben, what the hell are you thinking? On top of everything else, between our teacher dying and what Olivia's going through, could this not have fucking waited? Look, not it. Olivia, is she alright? She crashed her wheelchair. She's stuck at home. She can barely leave her room, but let alone the house. And you're over here playing games with interpersonal drama like a school child. Inko, I'm sorry. Are you? Because here you are dragging me halfway across the school so that crazy bitch can use me as a scapegoat when I just want to go home. And you're helping her by being her lawyer. Holy shit, dude. I used to have respect for you. Look, it's not like that. Then how is it? It's hard to explain. You know what? I'm already drained. I don't have the energy to spend on this. And go, nobody's actually in trouble. It's fine. Oh, the change of both of their looks. My withering glare does its job as Ben reluctantly backs down. Look, man. It's just for the best. For you, for Olivia, for the school. I can't believe this. Now I know why Olivia hates you. I feel a cruel satisfaction as my words lash at Ben, his face growing more distraught. Oh, Mince, you missed a lot of the previous VODs, I think. So, Terra Daddy, the Mr. Ladakin, the one that Straccia loves so much, actually died of bone cancer. And he died just like a day or two ago. So this is all the aftermath and part of why Olivia, in the sad ending, was so distraught and so upset towards everyone. So, this is supposed to be the happier ending we're getting right now. After, like, you know, I guess we're telling off Ben, because before we were kind of like cool with him and Mia at the end. Well, don't worry. If you can't catch the VODs, they're on YouTube at Problematic96. Shameless plug here. Get your shit together, man. I turn to leave and get away from everything. Inko, please, you don't understand. Yeah, I really don't. Just listen to me, okay? I need to get that music. That's some great fucking guitar riffing. No. With nothing else left to say, I leave without bothering to look back. By now, it's about lunchtime, meaning I can hang out with Damien and Liz. Definitely needed after all this. After school, I took the metro back home to shower and put on some new clothes. As it turns out, my parents really were on a business trip for the weekend, as indicated by a sticky note on the fridge. Randy opens the door to let me in. Ah, there you are. Damien mentioned that you'd be coming over later. Hey, Randy. Say, Inko, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind shoveling the snow off the driveway when you can. Would really appreciate it, and I'll even pay you a couple bucks for it. No need for the payment, sir, as thanks for letting me come unannounced again. Thanks a bunch. Really. As Randy leaves, I collapse onto the couch and I let my head rest against the comforter. God, that whole thing with Ben and Mia really took a lot out of me. The weight of my heavy thoughts drag my head sideways until I can see Olivia's bedroom door. My eyes linger there as I consider getting up to see her or just giving her some time to come out. She has to know I'm here now, right? She probably does. She also probably doesn't want to do her silly knee walk thing again. I wonder how mad she'd be if I caught it on camera. A presence then cuts off my view before sitting right next to me. Hey, you alright, Inky? You were kinda out of it at lunch. For a moment I considered telling Damien about what happened. But honestly, the last thing I want to do is bring up this sort of drama into what I could consider my safe haven. Yeah, I'm alright, Damien. Just had a rough time at school, and I'm hoping to take my mind off of it. That's pretty understandable. I mean, what with everything that's been going on and all? If you only knew. In an attempt to comfort me, Damien pats my shoulder. Tell you what, I'll finish up my homework, then we can chill over a game of Rock Ring or something. That sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Sweet. Alone again. My stomach is aflutter with butterflies as I get up from the couch. Olivia's room is just a couple steps away, and each one stirs the butterflies even more. Once I reach it, I feel like I'm in the shadow of a colossal monolith. Come on, Inko. You just gotta knock. Damn it, arm. Just lift up. Stop shaking. Alright, now, I think this is the point in the previous storyline where things were already starting to kind of go to shit. And Olivia was very distant or disregarding of us, so let's see how things have improved. I'm awake, Uncle Randy. It's me, Olivia. I hear a quiet shuffling before Olivia speaks up, more loudly this time. Inko? Yeah, are you okay? Decent? Damn you, brain. Can I come in? Yeah, just watch your step. Watch my step? My hand is still shaking as it makes contact with the knob. With a deep, calming breath, the butterflies finally start slowing down and I'm able to push the door open. And see blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark. The only source of light is coming from the entryway. I have to take my sunglasses off in an attempt to see through the darkness better. Olivia? The heck happened in here? Why is it so dark? I make out Olivia's shape in her bed. No reason. Just been playing games all day in the dark. Thought it'd be fun. Well, I'm turning on the light. No, don't. You'll ruin it. The room flickers to life. Olivia's bed has been rearranged into a nest of blankets with her in the middle. She lies curled on her side with a multitude of old sketchbooks and loose papers piled around her. Like the setup. Hi. Hey. Well, that's cute. But how did it get so dark? Olivia weakly shields herself under her covers. Is that paint? Olivia, did you paint over your window? Yes. Yes, I did. And I'm proud of it. Why would you go and do that? The light coming in offended my blackened heart, and my window became a canvas about into the new darkness in my life. I am now my own greatest work of art, a living piece of despair. Oh, Raptor, Jesus. Olivia, you're not a living art exhibit. You got sad and painted your window black. Yes, it's a performance piece. Now turn the light back off. She's very much an emo kid, and I am so here for it. Look at this. Look at that eye covered in hair. Look at that blackened out window. Look at these posters. Look at those hanging string lights. I used to have this around my room. I absolutely did. I actually had it around like every wall of my room at one point because I thought it looked nice. Not happening. I go and sit by her on the bed. She leans up a little and offers a spot closer to her. Hey, you okay? I don't know. I take the spot, feeling the bed sink beneath me. Olivia takes the blankets she's wrapped in and bundles them up higher on herself. What's all this paper for? Nothing. They're all nothing. Come on, you know what I mean. I pick up the torn cover of a notebook and see it's dated for 3 years ago. Have you been looking through these all day? Her head bobs in a meek nod. There sure is a lot. There's not enough. I should have done more. Her teeth clench when an involuntary hiccup escapes her. God, I may as well just forget all of it. It's all useless. It crushes me to see her like this. But maybe getting her to talk about it will help her, just a bit. I'd like to hear more. Olivia sniffles a bit and reaches a hand out, grasping the air towards one of the pages in front of her. I lean forward to bring it closer. There's a soft, whistling sigh while her watery eyes scan over the page. Yeah? See this one? Her hand shakily pokes through her blanket cocoon, landing on a crumpled page of highly detailed palm. Dakin, he sketched that for me to show me how he draws hands. I see it. That's definitely his work. It is, isn't it? I never would have gotten anywhere without him, and now I watch her bite back the urge to tear up. Hell, I probably wouldn't have stuck with art in general. I wanted him to be there when I made it. Made it? Yeah, made it. Across the finish line, you know? Well, now he won't see me fail either. Her mocking laughter is hollow as tears bud at her eyes. Come on, don't say that. What's this one? That one? That's from when I was struggling with form. I had to go back to fundamentals for a bit. Sounds tough. It was tedious, but you made it fun. How about there's a spiral dated back to her freshman year in arm's reach. This one? Oh, that one's embarrassing. I was barely able to draw back then. I don't judge. You've seen my work, how could I? Okay, so some of the things that I had to do differently was I had to go through some of the different options prior. So like things where you would have encountered Olivia. So like I think this one I had to hold on to this sheet of paper instead of draw something. This one I had to invite her back outside instead of convince her. And like there's an odd point system to this game where like you can give where Inko or Olivia could get points depending on like some of the answers that you give, but depending on the like who gets what points, or if someone has too many or too little or something, then you can end up actually missing some of the things that, you know, for the other endings. So I guess the ending I ended up with originally, based on the choices I made, gave me basically the sociopath ending, where Inko is basically just kind of like he's not really supportive. He's pushing too hard. He's trying too hard to force her to get well and like try, getting over the death. He becomes a dick, and she ends up becoming worse over it as well, where she like later on she like yells at, oh yeah, this is back when he was still alive. She like yells at Vinny and like basically turns on everyone, just hating them. I really did score. No, I did not. I did not do well, and I didn't take the ending well either. I can fix it. Proceeds to fucking break her. Oh my god, don't. Oh god. I don't. It was bad, Minsk. It was bad. I crashed out. There's a short of it on YouTube and TikTok. Kay watched it. It was pretty rough. Strata was there for it. She couldn't believe that was the fucking ending. Oh my god. You don't have to watch it, but I'll send you a clip later. It was just I'll send it at some point. Don't worry. Rough. Whew. Olivia silently pages through the bound notebook, recalling a memory associated with every page. With each turn of the page, her voice grows hoarser. Her hands tremble and her breaths are shorter and harsher. And when she comes to a sterile white page, Olivia breaks. I draw her into a hug as she cries. Mind you, this is supposed to be a happy ending. This is supposed to be the happier ending that we're on if I did everything correctly. Mind you, before she just shooed me away, didn't talk to me, and was watching anime. So this is progress at least. I draw her into a hug as she cries. The poor girl crumples completely, all her energy now going to her sorrowful wails. My own eyes sting, but I have to be strong, for Olivia's sake. There's no words to her cries, only her regrets and anguish given voice in loud screams. You probably couldn't treat bone cancer with better choice. No, I couldn't. Apparently, it was something he wasn't seeking treatment for years. Those don't last as her voice gives out, finally spent. She's now simply letting her tears flow freely into the blanket and my jacket. The notebook that she held on too tightly finally releases, her tense grip having broken the binding and letting the pages drift downward individually. I don't know what Olivia was trying to do, but once the last page had drifted back down to the bed and her full body weight was pressing against my chest, if it weren't for the wall behind me, I'd be on my back and held down by the tired girl. With my head practically atop hers, I feel the last remnants of her uttering gasps. This didn't work. I'm such an idiot. Why would it? She doesn't want to be thinking about Ladakin, moron. Okay, plan B. I clearly can't do this alone. I am glad that, okay, please don't just rely solely on me, because that did not go well last time. Hey, let's go into the living room, alright? No. Come on, it's too dark in here. How long will you keep the window like that? Forever. Come on, that can't be healthy. You need sunlight. Olivia protests by digging into my shoulders with her muzzle. Guts needs sunlight too. A long sigh. She knows I'm right. Promise to clean it up later? Okay. Thanks. Really, I think we should head to the living room. Will you come with me? No, I want to stay here. Please. Dang it. Okay. Can I at least pick out a movie or something from the living room? She nods her head in response. Alright. Do you need anything else? There's some soda in the fridge. Bring some for both of us? Alright. I move my legs over to the edge of the bed and hop off. Ooh, shit. Olivia gasps as the blanket comes up with me. Oh my god. You weren't supposed to see that. Olivia, are you alright? What happened? Olivia hides her tear-marked face with her hands in shame. I tried to walk. You what? Her hands drop along with her head. I don't know. With eyes drained of life, she stares at the mess of papers before her. Everything's gone. Nothing makes sense anymore. All I have is this hollow feeling, and I wasn't thinking at all, and Olivia looks up at me again, eyes pleading for something. I try for a miracle, okay? Do you blame me? I don't know what to say. Does it hurt? I'm fine. It just tingles. Maybe that means there's still some feeling below my knee. Isn't that good? They never really specify what exactly she has. Only that she needs the wheelchair because she can't walk, and there is some feeling, I guess, but she can't really do anything with them. No, it's not. We need a first aid kit or something. Inko, it's not even that bad. What if it gets infected? I watch as Olivia gets ready to protest, but finally sighs in defeat. Fine, just get it over with. I'll go get Sophia. She probably knows how to... No! Why not? I don't want them to know, alright? Olivia, I'm not a doctor. I can't even remove a splinter without screwing everything up. Olivia cast her look aside. Man, she's not intending to follow up on this at all. Be right back, okay? Olivia softly whines. With haste, I quietly leave the room to search for anything that might be able to help. After rummaging through the house's medicine cabinet and freezer, I managed to find an ice pack, a first aid kit, and neolithin. Dude, Inko's not good at a lot of things. He hasn't been taken care of, so if you don't learn, how do you perform? Okay, yeah, I get it. It's like a bruise, but, there's concern. There's concern, alright? For his woman. His gator. Damien's not around. He's probably still in his room. Alright, this should hopefully be enough. I return to find Olivia exactly where I left her. The first aid kit is placed on the bed next to her. Olivia adverts her gaze away from me as I attend to her wound. Grabbing the neolithin, I squeeze a dollop of the medicine cream on the injury and spread it evenly. Dude, don't ask too many questions. This is a world with anthropomorphic dinosaurs with humans. It's not something that we're going to understand that well. Then, I apply the ice pack to the wound and wrap the whole thing up in gauze, making sure not to make it too tight. Although my work is clumsy, it takes 3 or 4 tries and maybe 10 minutes to get it right. Alright, I think that should do it. Let me know if it gets too cold. I look up to see Olivia still looking away from me, giving her best pouty expression. I know you don't like being taken care of, but I don't want you to get hurt. Yeah, well, still weird. We all know someone like that. We all know someone who doesn't they try to act tough or they need something and they pretend that they don't need it. We all know someone who's like that. And then we like doing it for them anyways. It's good. Do you want to catch a Shellos? I place a gentle hand on the side of her snout, gently coaxing her to look back at me. Feeling better? She still tries to look annoyed, even as I use my thumb to caress her cheek. Eventually, the last of her defenses fall, and a faint, pained smile forms across her face as she nestles further into my hands. This is already sweeter. I already like this more. Yeah, a bit. Good. With that taken care of, I finally breathe a sigh of relief. Now to figure out the next issue. How do I get her to the living room? She's definitely not going to do her silly knee walk, not with how her knee currently looks like the world's largest grape. That left only one real option. Forgive me, legs, for what you are about to go through. I need to do more squats, and more lifts, and I need to work out more, and take a jog, and finish that salad I had in the fridge from 2 days ago. With the utmost care, I slowly stride into the living room with Olivia in my arms. Now that makes me happy, Minsk. I can feel her claws dig into the back of my jacket and her tail bumping against my leg. Getting through her door was a struggle, but Olivia coaches me through it and even shuts the door with her tail. Damien's laying on the couch, engrossed in some game. He turns to see us at the sound of Olivia's door closing. Hey, there you guys are. Vinny waves from the recliner. Liv, Inky! I like Vinny. He's a little snot, but I like him. He must have gotten home while I was bandaging Olivia's leg. Hey guys. Why are you carrying her like that? My wheelchair is busted, remember? I know, but you always like to scoot around on your knees. For a moment, Olivia and I lock eyes, not knowing how to answer. Inky's just helping Liv is all, Vin. Oh, thank goodness he's caught on. Ah, because they're practicing, right? Huh, something like that. Oh, the blush. I love the blush animation. Damien moves his legs to make room for Olivia. Well, have a seat. So what's up? I set her down on the couch. Just wanted to be out here for a while. Get some extra company. For sure, for sure. Well, I'm just wiping the floor with Vinny on War Club 40M here. Is that a... Hold on. Is that a Warhammer? That's a... Okay, it's a Warhammer reference. Oh, she can walk on her knees. Then something wrong with her knees or below them. I don't think she can walk on her knees. It's more so the fact, like, she has to, like, crawl using her arms. And she can't... She landed on her knees when she tried to walk. That's how she ended up getting bruised. He's not. Might switch over to something else soon if this Boarfest doesn't end. You want to give it a shot? The comment is directed at Olivia. It ricochets to me when he doesn't get a response. Well, I don't play games much at all, but sure? Come on, Olivia. I need a mentor. I look to Olivia, who merely nods at the Damien mini-me. Awesome. I'll grab the other controllers. He uses the footrest of the recliner as a springboard to the plastic bin of controllers. With the younger boy busy, Olivia takes the opportunity to readjust herself, sliding herself closer until she's hip to hip with me. Here you go. Vinny offers 2 translucent controllers. While I take one, Olivia holds up her hand. I'll set this one off for now, little man. Aww. Okay. Well, I think the whole reason she tried to walk was just that she doesn't have her chair. Her teacher just died, and she's depressed about her painting. So I think she just did something, you know, spontaneous and stupid, because that's what you do sometimes when you have no other options. You hope for a miracle. Controller in hand, I give the brothers a thumbs up. All eyes on the screen now, we start. And I have no clue what is happening. There's so much happening on the screen, I can't even tell which section of the screen I'm in. All I can tell is that there's a lot of green things screaming in Cockney and a lot of viscera. I don't think this is appropriate for Vinny, but then again, he's really getting into it. Darn those dirty green skins. Oh, okay. Let's not bring skin color into it, Vinny. Don't worry, brother. They'll be cleansed with holy fire. Damn it, Damien. In the corner of my eye, Olivia is leaning forward. Oh, she's interested now. She's slowly becoming engrossed in the mayhem on display, and her tail thumps with the massive stomp our in-game avatar delivers to the green shouty things. Like a little racist rascal. Focus back on the screen. The fiery particle effects and heavy blams continue. I don't know how long it went, just that by the end of the stage or whatever, there were cramps in my hand in spots I never knew could cramp. Some animation plays out on the screen, giving me a reprieve to set the controller down on my lap. So how'd I do? You see the rank on the screen by your guy there? No, there's only one next to yours and Vinny's. Well, there you go. Oh. You suck pretty bad. Give me mine. I miss this. I miss this so much with gaming. I miss couch play, where you could just play games with your friends in the same room together. And I get everything is online now. I get it. I understand. But I miss this. I miss when I would have a chance to play 3 to 4 players like in the same room. Yeah, we would screen peek. Who didn't? But you know what? If you said you didn't, you were probably a goddamn liar. And I would try my best not to. But you know what? We're all in the same room. And you know your peripheral slips a little bit. How do you not notice when someone picks up a rocket launcher? How can you not hear the energy sword when someone first grabs it? And you know what? If you shotgunned someone before they got that hit in, lucky you. You were a real one. But god damn it, if I hit you with a plasma grenade, you shouldn't be able to kill me before it goes off. Fuck you. Anyways, I pick up her controller on the floor and she takes it. With some practice motions, she enters the match. Alright, I'll show you how you really play this game. Now with Olivia in our squad, she manages to pick up my slack. Watching Olivia play, and with her tutorship, I start to get the hang of the game. For a moment, I look away from the virtual bloodshed and see that Olivia is enjoying herself, surrounded by her folks playing this silly game for a few hours. I bet she's outstanding at the game. Oh, if I had to redeem for that, Minsk, I swear to God. Just for a while, she's feeling a little better. A few games later, there's a knock at the door. Vinny jumps up to get it. Hi, Dad. The figure stumbles in through the blizzard and removes his heavy jacket. Jeez, this weather. Hey, all. Enko, didn't expect you to still be here. Good evening, Randy. Randy tosses down the bag of salt that's on his shoulder to the living room floor with a loud thud. Playing games together, I see? I hope that means you all got your homework all squared away. Yeah, it's taken care of. Vinny threw his in the garbage disposal, though. I didn't! See? He's denying it. Ha! Hey, Work Club, huh? You've probably gotten more use out of that game than me by now. Nah, your record's still there. Wanna join us? Randy sucks the air in through his teeth. Tempting, very tempting, but it's my turn to figure out dinner tonight. Aw, come on, Pops. You rarely get time to relax like this. I know, but rules are rules. Plus, I'd hate to have your mom cook after enduring all that cold. Poor thing is more frozen than an ice cube. Something warm does sound good right about now. Oh, I just remembered. Hold on. I think I got something. Aha. I hold out the coupon I was compensated with from the art contest. 2 large 2-topping pizzas for $13. I'm unsure if Damien or Vinny's face lights up more at the mention of pizza, but Randy outshines both by the insane price drop. Also, winter? I thought the Gators live in Florida. Pizza, yeah. I don't think there's a better time to have pizza than when it's unexpected. When you're going, like, when you're, like, trying to make something nice and you don't know if it's gonna work out, you decide, like, you know what's for backup? We'll get pizza. Like, hey, we don't have any food at home. We didn't go grocery shopping. Let's do some pizza tonight. Or those nights where it's like it's a chill time like this and like it's cold out and you just have a hot slice with some nice cheese like pulling apart. Oh man, I'm not even hungry right now, but I'm getting hungry for pizza. Oh man. Maybe I should do some pizza later. I don't know. That sounds nice. Maybe, you know what I do enjoy? Something I like when I'd hang out with some of my friends in the past, I would say like, hey guys, instead of like getting pizza from a place, let's do this. To kind of like help save money, but so also like we would kind of get more of what we wanted. Back when I'd visit some of my friends, I would say like, hey, let's all go pick out a frozen pizza or like bring one. So that way we can just pop it in, it's cheaper, and we all get our own pizzas. It's just as fun. And you know what? I fucking love that. I miss doing that with friends when we'd have these couch co-op games. Even Olivia's heartbeat slightly intensifies. Holy moly, that real? I pass it over to him. I've been saving it for a while. Seems like a pretty good time. Well, alright. Let's make it a pizza party then. Randy takes a moment to dial the number and make the order. I go check in on Olivia, who looks just as ecstatic as the Payne brothers. It's just pizza. No need to hyperventilate. I so need this right now. It'll still be about half an hour. What's your favorite? I made pizza myself the proper Italian way once. Took like 2 hours of work or more. And the dough itself had to grow for 2 days, I think. Jesus, you really put in the work on it. And that's 2 hours with my G. Well, damn. That's... Oh, man. That sounds like a time. But I bet it tasted delicious. I've maybe made homemade pizza once ever. I think it was a kid with my family. Because I can remember, like, eating dough and, like, adding toppings and that and putting it in the oven. I can only remember, like, that one time. But some of my family doesn't even feel like they can remember it. It's in the recipe. Please, feel free. I have no issues with getting a recipe about, you know, how to make a delicious pizza. Anchovies. What? Alright. You know what? She's a gator. I don't feel like I should be fully surprised if her favorite topping is anchovies. I've tried them once. They're salty as hell. Really? Yeah. They don't sell them much these days, though. Something to keep in mind. Randy finishes his call and gives a celebratory fist bump. You're a lifesaver, Inko. I was planning on getting together some sashimi or something. Sophia said she finally wanted to try my specialty. Phew. We got 2 large meat lovers coming in. And this place is pretty fancy. They got that stuff you like, Olivia. So I asked for an extra pie piled high with as much of it as they can put on it. Olivia says, beans are oh, the eyes! I fucking love when they do this with the eyes. She just eats them like that. Jeez. Wait a minute. Hold on. Anchovies aren't supposed to be a topping? I thought they were supposed to go on a pizza. I mean, not supposed to, but like could. I didn't think they were supposed to be on the side. Olivia's face beams with joy, the end of her tail wagging like an excited puppy's. Oh, she's adorable. Yes, they are so salty. Holy shit, are they salty. But I thought that was part of why you ate them on the pizza. If they didn't have all the bones, I'd try them, but the head, eyes, bones, ew. You know, I'm not a huge fan for fish head, but depending from the place, I have absolutely just eaten the meat off of a fish's head before. I prefer mine fried, Spanish style. Oh my god, that is my favorite way to eat fish. I will eat it like a cartoon cat on the cartoon boomerang channel, whatever. I love it. Just give me the bone. Good stuff. Love it. Alright. King is in the house. Someone give me a turn. This is definitely a happy rating. I'm loving it. I forfeit my controller to the patriarch. He gracefully takes it and shoos Vinny off of his seat. The little one repositions himself on the carpet. As I watch the family play together, I feel a pang of jealousy. Actually, some places do serve it without the head. So sometimes I feel like I'm actually getting gypped a little bit. Because there's meat on that thing. And I know that if they're cutting the head off, I'm getting cut off. Especially as Randy and the brothers banter with one another, really getting into their on-screen characters. While Olivia remains silent, I see a smile tugging at her lips as her fingers hammer away at her controller's buttons. I try to picture my own family in their places, but the image is so surreal that it could be displayed as a piece of modern art. Shaking off those thoughts, I return my focus to the television and the hyper-violence on display. If we go out for a meal, you can have all the heads. I'll take everything else. Alright, so I just want to say, captured here on stream, Min said, I can get head. He said it. He said I can have all the head. So thank you. Alright, resuming. Still no clue what's happening on screen. I want to ask Randy about what War Club is all about, especially with all the funny accents being thrown around. Maybe Olivia can fill me in later. As far as I can tell, it's just dudes in the silliest looking armor fighting really ugly aliens that happen to have British accents. Randy, I thought you'd be trying to prep those fish I'd bought by now. Change of plans. Enko threw us an offer I couldn't refuse. It's a pizza party now. The Dino Patriarch looks at his watch, and as if summoned by the simple gesture, a series of knocks sounds off from the front door. That would be our dinner. Randy heads for the door with a hand already reaching for his wallet. Pizza party? Christmas isn't until next month. Isn't it a little early to start this? Oh my goodness. Start with this sort of thing? Haha, of course not. There's always time for a little fun. It's Friday night. Friday night is a pizza night. Like all hell. Randy returns with the boxes stacked on his arms. Let's dance. He sets the boxes on the kitchen table and hands his wife the used coupon. Wow. Alright then. See? Okay everyone, get a plate, get some. Feel free to make a mess if you want the cleanup duty. Damien and Vinny leap from their positions and have their plates in a blink of an eye. The air is filled with the delicious scent of sauce and cheese as Randy opens up all the boxes. Damien and Vinny immediately dive for the meat lovers pizza like ravenous sharks. The pepperoni and sausage pizza on the table looks appealing, but Randy passes a plate with a slice of anchovy pizza over to Olivia. Thanks, Uncle Randy. Dang, the anchovy one actually looks pretty good. I don't want to get up to get my plate. I don't want to get up to get my own plate, though. Say, Olivia, could I try one? But to make pieces like I did, you need a stoned and that's done properly. Also, a pizza shovel to make it, then take it out quickly. I would probably need to buy like a whole pizza like cooking thing. I don't know. I don't know what I would really get to make it, but I know like they sell things. Oh, no need. Oh. Maybe I just need a pizza shovel. Mine. I count the fingers on my hand to make sure that it's still intact. Oh, come on. I just want to see what it's like. That old glower. Glower. Ha! Good luck with that, Inko. I consider what I could do to get Olivia to share. And recall something so long ago that it feels like a lifetime ago. I slowly reach for Olivia again. We ordered pizza in-game. Inko just had like a coupon for it. So they ordered pizza. She's eating pizza. He wants to try her pizza. She's not letting him have a bite of her pizza. So here we are. She bares her teeth at me, but instead of going towards the box, my hand lands on her tail and slowly pets the muscular appendage. The tip of her tail starts to wag happily, and the Gator Girl's anger melts away. Oh my goodness. Only to flare up when she pulls her tail away from me. Oi! Her face is red with embarrassment. Can I have a bite now? No. Her mouth snaps shut as my hand reaches for her tail again. Inko! I give the appendage a dental scritch this time. It's once again pulled away. How about... Okay, I get it. She pouts, but holds a slice out for me to bite. The pizza is absolutely smothered beneath the pepperoni and anchovies. But only one bite. With how greasy this looks, I don't think I'd survive a second. Still, I bring the plate close and slide the pizza to the edge, taking a sampling bite from it. Good, right? Absolutely. You are a fucking liar. You are a fucking liar. And go, with that much anchovies, you'd be lucky you don't have like some cardiac arrest afterwards. All that damn salt. I feel the need to ravenously devour this single slice now, but instead choose to savor the flavor with minuscule bites. Yeah, holy crap, this is good. It is. But that's the only bite you're getting. You sure? I wiggle my fingers at her, and she promptly swats my hand. No, I mean yes. She tries to hold a glare, but I can see her lips quivering with mirth. I hand her back the plate as she resumes consuming her extra fishy slice. Damien hands me another plate, this time with a slice covered with various meats. And while that one was still delicious, the indirect kiss flavored anchovy pizza was still the best thing I'd ever tried. Of all time. Hell yeah. The festivities continued even after the pizzas were finished. I never have pizza often, but whoever this Mo fella is hands down makes the best in town. Inside, Damien and Finney decided to break out a plethora of different party games for us to play. No one bothered to keep track of time. We were all too enraptured by the pixelated entertainment before us. Which is how I'd missed my last chance home. Miss Payne didn't look too upset, though. In fact, I think they expected me to spend the night again. Especially with how Randy had been so quick to pull out some blankets and pillows for me. Both of the parents insisted I stay. It's not like I could realistically walk home. So once again, I'm staying over, and currently sat at the floor of the couch with Olivia, and we're both bundled up to stave off the chilly winter night. The soft, growling purr that Olivia makes when she's content has become almost therapeutic to me. So, how are you feeling? Better. Thank you. For dragging me out here. I didn't know how much I needed it. I'm glad. Her palms wrap around my left hand, and she gives me a gentle smile, followed by a colossal yawn. You ready to hit the hay? She shakes her head. I don't want to go back to my room. I want to stay out here with you. Randy would probably kill me. I'll bite him back. Come on. I'll see you in the morning. Yo, she wants out here with me. She does. She does, though. Ah! Olivia yawns again, driving her to accept her need for sleep. After carrying Olivia to her room, I sleep on the couch once more. And as I lay on that couch, parsing through the past few days, the thoughts warp into a dream. One in which Olivia and I both stood before that park fountain, making a happy wish for the future. Mornings in the Payne residence were lively, to say the least. Or maybe it's because it's a Saturday. That is to say, my weekend sleep schedule was cut far shorter than I would have liked. Mostly by Damien's little brother landing feet first on my chest and knocking the air out of my lungs. Inky! It's the second time in a row. I sputter and sit up in an attempt to get back some precious oxygen. Vinny immediately sat on the pillow I had used. Morning, Vinny. I check on my... Oh my god. A check of my phone says that it's 7:30. 4 hours too early. You're sleeping till 11? Jeez, man. I can't even sleep till like 10. The TV flickers to life, and Vinny starts flickering through the channels at a speed only he can comprehend. Morning, Inko. Sorry about the wake-up call. It's Vinny's favorite season. Winter? Hockey. Vinny cheers loudly, and I look on the screen to see a player being brutally slammed into the protective glass of the ice rink. Ah. Is Olivia up yet? Damien shrugs. Probably not. You guys were up pretty late last night. FS. 2 hours. I thought you said 4 hours too early. Did I read that wrong? It's fine. Plus, it's the weekend. Best to just let her sleep off the food coma. She'll come out of her room eventually. Fair enough. As much as I would enjoy sleeping in as well, Damien and Vinny have taken occupancy over my pseudo bed. There is a recliner just next to us, but I'm not going to defile what must be Randy's throne. May as well stay up then, I guess. Mind if I get a bowl of cereal? Help yourself, amigo. At least I can check on any updates with my blogs. I head into the kitchen and make myself a bowl, being sure to add some sugar and honey from the condiment cupboard this time. Taking a seat at the table, I begin scrolling through my phone's feed while shoveling cereal into my mouth. I'm barely a minute in before I realize that I'm not even reading anything on my phone screen. There are words, but they aren't saying anything. Just paragraphs of probably fake personal events and vague calls to action. Have they always been this vapid? I decided to finish my breakfast without any literary TV static distracting me. Afterwards, I rejoined Damien and Vinny in the living room, both of whom are absolutely enthralled by the hockey game playing on the TV. With every hit of the puck or rogue shoulder check, the brothers explode with either excitement or devastation. The two also take turns assaulting me with more hockey trivia than I'll ever be able to use, particularly about Vinny's favorite goalie. And then he got into a fight with the entire hockey team and was transferred to this one. He's great. He's not that great. You just like him because he gets into the most fights. Yes! You sure like this sport. Heck yeah, the games are just my kind of thing. Honk honk. That guy that's up right now is also cool. He's... Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's a loaded ball. Why didn't McDonald get the penalty? That guy sucks. Vinny, language. Sorry. Vinny, tell him about your collection. Oh, I got all the bobbleheads for this team. Let me show you. Does he actually like the sport or just the constant brawling? Is there really that much of a difference? Yeah. Jokes aside. Yeah, he actually likes it despite the ice. We should play some street hockey sometime once it warms up. You up? Not if it's always this chaotic. Relax, there's protective gear you can use. That's not the point. Here they are. The young boy dumps an armful of beaten up plastic figures into my lap. Yes, it's a very strong part of hockey. In fact, it's one of the key things about what makes hockey hockey. Otherwise, it's just ice skating. It's soccer ice skating. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Then he grins as he takes each of the wobbly-headed figures and gives me a brief explanation of who exactly they are. This bruiser here, he's known for his mean right hook. Oh, and with descriptions like that, I'm absolutely sure I'd rather sit out any game involving Vinny. Mind you, he kind of nut-checked us with a falcon punch when we first met him. So I think we have right to feel that way. Soon enough, I feel a distinct vibration in my pocket. Pulling out my phone again, I check my notifications to see a text message from Olivia. Ding dong, room service. Come drag me out of bed. Figured she'd need help. After all, there's no way she's dragging herself anywhere with that knee. I excuse myself from the living room and head towards Olivia's room, with Damien giving me an approving nod. I make sure to knock twice before letting myself in. Morning, sleepyhead. Morning, stupid head. With Olivia's wounded knee, carrying her is even more difficult than before. I hate to admit it, but I almost dropped her at least twice on the way. Thank Raptor Jesus for Coach Solly's training. But at last we're here. Welcome back to the land of the living. Morning, Livy. Olivia, eyes still closed, mumbles out what sounds like a good morning as I set her down on the couch. How are you feeling? Oh, she's not standing. This is technically all them sitting on the couch. There's only so many like animation motions that are in the game, so some of them are just kind of substituted. Alright, I guess. Still a bit groggy. What about, I pat my knee, which Olivia seems to pick up on. Alright, feels a bit better. Tingly feeling's gone, but still looks swollen. But my immersion. Yes, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry if the immersion is broken, my man. Anyways, we might need to readdress it then. Hopefully it should be more manageable by Monday. By the way, what did you do with the ice pack? Oh, Guts is using it as a waterbed. Sure hope it doesn't pop. Stagnant ice pack water sounds terrible to be in. Damien and Vinny start shouting in victory as the home team gets the final score. What a slap shot! Heard the excitement in the room. Watching hockey again? Sophia settles herself into the recliner, opening up her laptop. Oh, the school's weekly newsletter came in. Guts is Olivia's pet rat, actually. It's very depressing for him at the end of the sad ending we got last time. Turn down the volume, Damien. Sure thing. Alright, first it says there's a basketball game this Friday against the Tail Spikes. In preparation for finals, tutoring will be open after school for everyone that needs it. Damien. I got it covered, Mom. Liz is helping me out. I hope so. Senioritis won't be tolerated here. Oh, this is interesting. To all of our students, you are invited to St. Hammond's High School 2001 or 201M 2023 BC Winter Formal. Winter Formal? Damien yawns and stretches his arms behind his back. Yeah, some event for seniors they got every year. Basically a dance, but more fancy. It's like the biggest event of the year. Next to graduation or prom or whatever. I don't think any of my previous schools ever did something like this. Just regular dances. Immerse yourself in the serene beauty of the wintry night sky with music, food, entertainment, and much more. We will also be hosting a special memorial for one of St. Hammond's finest teachers, who has recently passed, Mr. Trent Ledakin. Shoot. That's going to be tough to see. The event will take place in the Volgadera Convention Center on Friday, December 15th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets for the Winter Formal are now on sale online or in Miss Prockling's class in room 211. $15 for one and $30 for couples. Please read our event dress code to know what will and will not be allowed for the formal. Have a great weekend. Go Feathertails. Well, it seems like you three have something to look forward to next month. Miss Payne closes her laptop with a smile and sets it aside. Mom, it's about that time. She gasps and checks the clock on the wall. I nearly forgot. Vinny, get your kimono on. I'll start the car. It's called a gi, Mom. I'll probably be running some errands while he's at karate practice, so I'll be out until dinner. I'm sure Vinny didn't mean to karate chop my throat as he got up. He's just eager to get to class. The back rub from Olivia helps to clear my airway quicker at least. Well then. Damien switches on some game and slumps in his familiar position in the recliner in mere seconds. I don't even know how he keeps track of the blur of colors on screen. I feel like it's going to give me a seizure if I look too hard. Honestly, that's more expensive than I remember some dances, like tickets being when I was in high school. But, I mean, depending on, like, if you're an inner city kid, like some of these guys, I guess it makes sense if it was more expensive. So, you two are going together and smooching, right? A powerful, crushing force attempts to pulverize my fingers into mulch. Oh my god, Damien, you can't just start a conversation like that! Olivia's hand relents and leaves my palm feeling tender. I mentioned the couple of tickets. It literally doesn't make a difference. It doesn't. I was wondering the same thing. Relax, I'm joking. Sorta. Your arms are around her shoulder and all. When did that get there? I go to remove it, but Olivia holds on tight. Yeah, well, you plan on going to the winter formal with Liz? Hell yeah, why wouldn't I? That was a fast answer. He shrugs. Well, the formal. I don't, well, I mean, I'm still stuck at home, you know. Crap, yeah. You know when you'll get a replacement chair? Could be a week, could be longer. The mail system around here is annoying. Jeez. Hey, I'll come visit every day after school. Oh, thanks. Still, that's at least a week of her not stepping foot outside. Damien was only half joking about us going to the winter formal, and that's definitely a good idea. But first... Hey, Olivia? When you get your wheelchair back, you can go anywhere. Where would you want to go? Anywhere? Wait, sorry, you're asking me out? Hell yeah! She falls eerily silent as she turns her head towards me, eyes wide open. Yeah, I'm asking you out on a date. Oh, it's about time. I'll take you wherever you like. Olivia's mouth opens and closes while she looks at me in astonishment. Olivia, you okay? Ooh! I find myself trying not to laugh. Olivia threw herself at me in the strongest hug I'd ever felt. Her arms and even her tail wrapped around me, pressing me tightly against her as she laughs in the cute gremlin giggle of hers. Oh, hell yeah. What the fuck? Dude, Mint, what the fuck? Damn, you're so down bad for her slice of pizza? Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck if there's anchovies. Give me that shit. Literally meals on wheels. Mint, you gotta stop. You're gonna get me canceled if I post this. No, you're gonna get me canceled when I post this. And while that giggling is infectious, my face is pressed against Olivia's ample bosom. Oh! We can say that now? We can say bosom? Come on, you guys, get a room. No, too happy. Getting a little hard to breathe now. Gosh, this is the first good thing to happen in forever. I can't even move my arms. Olivia's caught them against my own sides. Wait, she's shifting. We're on our sides now, and I can finally pull my head up enough to take in some air. So, whoa! Ah, sweet, death roll. Ah, so that's what's happening. As I feel myself flipped over Olivia for a split second, and then I'm back to being beneath her. Hell yeah, you can roll me to death. And then back again, with just enough time to breathe. Olivia, we haven't even decided where to go. I feel like I'm on some kind of personal carnival ride, being spun wildly around across the living room floor to Olivia's arms. It's fun, but very, very dizzying. When the gator finally tires herself out, I find myself laid atop her. And while I should feel very embarrassed about our compromising position, oh hell yeah! Hells yeah! Ungrening ear to ear, looking down at my equally happy and lightheaded girlfriend beneath me. Yes! I'm happy now. You good, Inko? Pretty wild response. You just asked where a date would be. Doesn't matter. Her voice shrinks enough so that even as close as I am to her, I can barely make it out. I was hoping for so long. Seeing that gentle smile of hers, it sets my heart aflutter. So, where did you want to go? You decide. I got nothing. Me? Somewhere I could take Olivia to really show her a good time? How about a picnic? See if it warms up a bit and check out some of the more scenic places around. Volkadara is beautiful. I want to explore it a bit. So do I. For a brief moment, the connection between Olivia and I feels stronger than ever as we stare into each other's eyes until she goes right back into keeping me in her warm, scaly embrace. Sure, it was right in the middle of the living room with Damien still present, but none of that matters to me. Oh, that right there. That's gonna be the thumbnail. That's gonna be the thumbnail for the next vid. The rest of our day was spent in that living room playing more games on the old TV. Hours flew by, and Olivia kept switching up games. I think she was trying to find something that I would particularly enjoy, or at least be good at. Shame then, that I seem to have been born lacking any gaming talents at all. We all still had fun, at least. When the sun began to set, though, I decided I should head home. I needed a shower and change of clothes, and both Damien's parents were still out. It felt bad when I left Damien's place that night. Or rather, I felt bad looking at Olivia as I walked away from his house. It only grew worse when I went from the metro to my quiet neighborhood and ultimately our empty home. Seeing the small pile of letters at the front door made me realize that what that feeling was. Loneliness. Maybe I should have just waited to ask the Paynes if I could have spent the entire weekend. If I did that, would I be overstaying my welcome? I don't want to abuse their hospitality, after all. Bing. Drawing my phone from my pocket, I see that Olivia just sent me a new doodle. I take it that's Guts. Coming tomorrow? Well, I can handle a little loneliness for now. Sure. Kicking my door closed, I head for my computer so I can continue talking to her online. I lose track of how much time we spend instant messaging and sharing videos, but by the time I check my computer's clock, I realize it's past midnight. I didn't even go through the typical routine of checking for updates to my forums and blogs. Shoot, I'm going to be exhausted tomorrow. Totally worth it. The next few days went very similar to the first. Visiting the Payne residence and hanging out with Olivia's family became my new routine after school. On Monday, I got around to shoveling the snow off the driveway like Randy had asked me for. It was laborious to do, but it felt good to get it done. It felt even more rewarding when Randy thanked me with some sashimi he mentioned during the weekend. Eventually, I'd gotten into the habit of leaving sticky notes for my parents, letting them know where I was. Not that they care too much as long as I'm home by bedtime. I won't lie, spending most of my afternoons watching Vinny and Damien yell at the TV wasn't particularly entertaining, but Olivia's presence was enough for me. On Friday though, while Vinny and Damien were preoccupied by a foam sword duel in the backyard, I decided to plan our date. The weather that weekend was supposed to be warm, and I managed to convince Olivia that this would be our last chance for a real picnic. It only leaves the location. We've been arguing well into the night over. We've been arguing well into the night over text, trying to decide where to go. Also, it's been about an hour and a half into gameplay. I'm thinking if anyone wants to play something, if anyone wants to go to a different game or something, like whether it be Peak, Repo, something like that, I am down. I am also up if anyone wants to join for Marvel Rivals, because I enjoy Rivals as bad as I am at it. Alright, cool. I'll let you do that. Also, I get if neither of you are into Marvel Rivals, but if you guys want to play it sometime, it is still free to play. I think the beach would be nice. Oh, I'm trying to go to the beach tomorrow. I'm really hoping the weather's good enough for it. Oh my god, I love the beach. I need it this summer before schools open up again. No way. The marine layer will screw with the weather. How about we go back to the arcade? Seriously? That place smelled horrible. You're right. I got one uploading to YouTube and also got something rendering, so I probably can't. Pass. Totally fair. Totally fair. But if you and Luna want to play some Peak or Repo, I'm still up for that. Just keep me posted if you guys want to. Haha, you're right. There's nowhere worth going Volcadera Bluffs in any way. Volcadera Bluffs? Huh. Does Volcadera actually have bluffs? Yeah, dummy. The place was named after them. Have you ever seen them? No. Sounds perfect then. But those are ages away. Come on. It'll be fun to get away from home for a bit. Hello, Luna. Alright, now I'm romancing my gator. Fine. I'll be over in the morning then. Okay, sure. Nighty night. I let my phone rest on my bed as I smile to myself. I'll have to look up where exactly the bluffs are in the morning, but I'm sure they'll look nice. And if not, well, there ought to be something exciting there. After researching our destination and getting dressed, I did one last check of myself to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything. I'm going for it. We can try to carry him. Alright. Alright. Don't judge me. I don't judge what you goon to. What are you goon to? What? Your girlfriend? Okay. Basic. What about Luna? I've seen your stories on TikTok. Gooning all over Jujutsu Kaisen characters. Wallet, phone, water bottle, extra sunglasses, written instructions for the metro lines we'd have to take. I'm officially ready to go. Listen, we all have things that we goon to. Let's not judge. We know what Strata goons to. Fucking date everything. Lads. Homicipher. Guys over 6 foot. Oh yeah, and real puppy dog boys. We get it. We get it. Everyone goons different things, alright? That's a good emote, Minsk. I like that. Before I leave, I make sure to leave a sticky note on the fridge to let my parents know where I'll be. Maybe they'll finish watching daytime television in time to see it before I get home. Huh. It's only a short trip to the closest station to Olivia's neighborhood, and a short walk from there to her house. Okay. I think this is the point I want to pause. I want to save and pause it at. Because honestly, this is so much more game. Because I feel like we would have cut right to like the winter formal by this point in like the last playthrough. But we have the whole date ahead. We still have the winter formal to go. I'm hoping that, beyond that, we could just enjoy it. So we'll pause for now. It's been like an hour and a half at least. We have a lot of weird emotes now. I need more. I need more emotes. Alright. Save. I think this one is going to be like my base save for when like I go back through making the decision making for the if I play through the other endings, which I don't know if I'm going to do yet. There's still 2 more after this one. Like I said, you just kind of make the decisions through the first half of the game, and then the second is, I guess, kind of more of what, you know, it is going to be. Make the top middle one the thumbnail. We're not going back to that one for the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure I used it as in a thumbnail for another video. In fact, let me hold on. Let me actually see, because we're gonna exit out of here for now. And yes, we saved. Good. Closing game. Hold up. Okay.